The sting of betrayal cuts deep. It sneaks in when you least expect it. One moment, you believe in someone with all your heart. The next, everything shatters. You never see it coming. Not really. You trust them. You share your dreams, your fears, your secrets. You let them in like no one else. And they hold your heart so carefully, or so you thought. Then, suddenly, it feels like a dagger twisting inside your chest. The pain is sharp, raw, unbearable. It's not just sadness. It's confusion. It's disbelief. How could they? How could someone you loved so much betray you? It makes you question everything, every smile, every word, every promise. Were they all lies? Was any of it real? The nights grow darker. The silence louder. You replay every moment, trying to find a clue you missed. Was there a sign? A warning? But no matter how hard you search, the answer evades you. It's like trying to catch smoke with your bare hands. The worst part is the loneliness. Not just being alone, but feeling abandoned in a world full of faces. You feel small, invisible, like you don't matter anymore. That person, who was supposed to be your safe place, is gone. And with them, a piece of your soul feels ripped away. You wonder if you were ever enough, if you deserved better. The betrayal doesn't just hurt your heart, it shakes your very foundation. It makes you question your judgment, your worth, your ability to trust again. The pain lingers, a heavy shadow that follows you everywhere. But here's the cruel truth. Their betrayal is not a reflection of your value. It's a mirror of their character, their choices, their flaws. They chose to hurt you. They chose to break the bond. You didn't, and that matters. It means you still have the strength to feel deeply, to love fully, to hope again, even if it feels impossible now. Because beneath the heartbreak, beneath the tears, there is a fire burning inside you. A fire that won't let this pain consume you. A fire that will help you rise from the ashes. It will take time. It will hurt. But one day, you will look back and see that this pain was a twisted kind of blessing. It opened your eyes to who truly deserves a place in your life. It showed you the importance of loyalty, of honesty, of genuine connection. It taught you to protect your heart better, to listen to the quiet doubts you once ignored. And most importantly, it showed you that you are stronger than any betrayal. You will rebuild yourself from the broken pieces. You will learn to trust again, not blindly but wisely. And when you find the people who stay, who cherish you, who lift you up, it will feel like coming home. Because the sting of betrayal, as deep as it cuts, can never erase your worth. It can never take away your light. You are not defined by those who walked away. You are defined by the love you still carry for yourself. So hold on. Below, hold on through the darkest nights. Hold on through the doubts. Because on the other side of this pain, there is hope. There is healing. There is a new beginning. And you will be ready. Loneliness in a crowd, it's the cruelest kind of pain. You sit surrounded by people laughing, talking, living their lives. But inside, you feel hollow, invisible, empty. Invisible, like a ghost drifting among the living. They don't see you. They don't hear you. You try to reach out, to connect, but your words fall like whispers lost in a storm. You want to scream, to be noticed, to matter. But no one turns. No one listens. The silence presses down on you, thick and suffocating. You wonder how this happened. You wonder how this happened. How you went from feeling whole to feeling so utterly alone. Even with so many around. It's a loneliness that doesn't come from being physically alone. It's the absence of true connection. Of someone who sees you, really sees you, and stays. You watch as others bond, share secrets, build memories. And you wonder, why not me? The pain is sharp, a constant ache beneath your ribs. It gnaws at your confidence, your hope, your spirit. You start to question yourself. What is wrong with me? Why don't they care? But deep down, you know it's not you. It's them. The ones who claim friendship but vanish when you need them most. The ones who smile in your face but stab you in the back. The ones who use you like a shadow, only there when it's convenient. They leave you feeling small, unworthy, like you're invisible by design, not by accident. And that loneliness grows heavier. It's a dark cloud that follows you everywhere, even in the brightest rooms. You try to fill the void with distractions, work, hobbies, social media, but nothing sticks. Nothing fills the gap. Sometimes you lie awake at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering if you'll ever find someone who truly cares. Someone who will stand beside you, not just in the good times, But when the world falls apart, you feel the weight of rejection, the sting of abandonment. You want to scream at the universe, "Why me? Why always me?" But no answer comes, only silence. And yet, despite the crushing loneliness, there's a flicker of something else, a spark of hope. A quiet voice inside that refuses to give up. It tells you that this pain is temporary, that it doesn't define you, that somewhere out there are people who will see your worth, who will hold you close and never let go. You imagine that day, the day when the loneliness finally fades, when you are surrounded not just by faces, but by hearts that beat in rhythm with yours. You hold on to that vision, even when the nights are darkest, because loneliness in a crowd is a thief. It steals your joy, your trust, your peace, but it cannot steal your soul. It cannot erase your light. You are not invisible. You are not forgotten. You are worthy of real friendship, of love that doesn't fade, of a place where you belong. So you keep going. You keep searching. You keep believing that one day you will find the people who see you, hear you, and cherish you, not as a shadow, but as the brilliant, beautiful person you truly are. Until then, you carry your loneliness like a scar. Painful, yes, but a reminder that you survived. Oh, that you are stronger than the silence, that even in a crowd, you are never truly alone. Though the illusion of friendship shattered, you believed it was real. Every laugh, every secret, every promise felt like a thread weaving your hearts together. You held on to those moments like they were lifelines. But then, slowly, the truth began to seep through the cracks. It wasn't what you thought. It was a lie dressed up in warmth. You remember the smiles. Were they ever genuine? The words. Were they ever sincere? The promises. Were they ever meant to be kept? The doubts crept in quietly at first, like a shadow at dusk. You tried to ignore them, pushed them aside with desperate hope. But the doubt grew, gnawing at your mind until you could no longer pretend. The mask slipped. The facade crumbled. The person you trusted revealed a different face, cold, distant, careless. It was like waking from a dream to find yourself alone in a dark room. The memories you cherished turned into echoes of betrayal. Every happy moment became a painful reminder of the deceit. Your heart, once full of trust, now feels broken, splintered into pieces that don't quite fit together anymore. You ask yourself why. Why did they do this? What was the point of pretending? The confusion mixes with heartbreak. You want to scream, to demand answers, but there is only silence. The person who was supposed to be your safe harbor has vanished, left you adrift in a sea of uncertainty. You feel exposed, vulnerable, like a fool who gave away their most precious treasure without protection. The loneliness that follows is suffocating. You reach out, hoping to find the person who once felt like family, but they are gone, replaced by cold indifference or bitter lies. The betrayal feels like a wound that won't heal, an ache that echoes in the quiet moments when the world is still. You question your own judgment, your ability to trust. How could you have been so blind? How could you have let someone get so close, only to be thrown away like they never mattered? The pain is raw and relentless, but beneath it, something stronger begins to rise. A quiet fire, fueled by the truth you now hold. You realize that their betrayal was never about you. It was about who they are, their weakness, their inability to be real, their fear of being truly known. You begin to see the illusion for what it was, a mask worn by someone too afraid to be genuine. And with that understanding, you start to reclaim your power. You refuse to let their lies define your story. You choose to believe in real connections, in honest hearts, in friendships that don't crumble under pressure. You promise yourself that you will guard your heart, but not close it off. That you will love and trust again, but with eyes wide open. The illusion may have shattered, but from its broken pieces, you will build something stronger, something real, something true. You will find the people who stay when it's hard, who keep their promises even when no one is watching, who choose you every day, not just when it's easy. And when you find those people, the pain will fade. The scars will remind you of how far you've come, of the strength it took to rise from the ashes of betrayal. The illusion of friendship may have shattered, but your heart remains whole, because you are worthy of love that is real, worthy of friendship that lasts, worthy of truth, and nothing, not lies, not betrayal, not broken promises, can ever take that away from you. Rising from the ashes stronger. It sounds like a phrase from a fairy tale, like something only heroes do. But what if I told you that you are that hero? That in the darkest moments, when betrayal cuts deepest and loneliness feels endless, you have a fire inside you waiting to ignite. It's hard to believe when you're broken, when the world feels cold and empty, when the ones you trusted walk away, leaving nothing but silence and scars. You want to curl up, to give in, to let the pain swallow you whole. But something inside fights back. A whisper at first, barely heard over the noise of your heartbreak, then louder, stronger, a spark, a pulse. It's the part of you that refuses to be defeated, that says, no, below, this is not the end. You stare at the shattered pieces of your heart and wonder if you can ever be whole again. The pieces seem sharp, jagged, impossible to fit back together. But slowly, almost without realizing it, you begin to gather those pieces. You hold them carefully. You start to heal. The tears fall, yes, but they wash away the poison. The memories sting, but they teach you what to avoid. The loneliness hurts, but it also reveals your own strength. Because rising from the ashes means facing the pain head on. It means not running away, but standing still and saying, I will survive this. You learn that true strength is not about never breaking. It's about breaking and still choosing to stand. It's about falling and rising again and again. It's about refusing to let betrayal define you or loneliness consume you. You become a phoenix, burning away the past but never losing the light inside you. You start to rebuild your life on new foundations. Stronger, wiser, more certain of who you are and what you deserve. You look around and see that some people left, but others stayed. Those who saw your pain and didn't turn away. Those who lifted you when you couldn't stand. Those who believed in you when you couldn't believe in yourself. They become your true family, your tribe. And with them you find joy again. You laugh again. You love again. But this time, it's different. You protect your heart, but you don't close it. You trust, but you don't ignore the lessons you've learned. You cherish those who stay because you know how rare and precious that is. The ashes of your past are not just remnants of pain. They are the soil from which new life grows. The proof that you survived something terrible and came out stronger. You carry your scars like medals, symbols of courage, resilience, and hope. You are no longer the person who was broken by betrayal or loneliness. You are the person who rose above it, who refused to be defined by others' cruelty or absence, who chose to shine even when the world tried to dim your light. And that choice, that fierce decision to rise, is what makes you unstoppable. So yes, the pain was real, the heartbreak was deep, the loneliness was crushing, but none of it was the end. It was the beginning. The moment you decided to reclaim your life, your happiness, your worth. You are rising from the ashes, stronger, braver, more alive than ever before. And nothing, no one, can take that away from you.